How to remove bees from a chimney. One of the most problematic feral bee removals is from a chimney. People often don't realize that the improvised method of removing the bees by lighting a fire is extremely dangerous. Since wax melts at a low temperature, it is liable to liquefy and run down the flue. Once this happens, the whole lot may be hard to control. As the wax gets hotter and hotter, it may reach the flash point and may burst into flame, causing a chimney fire that might easily become a great danger to life and home. Instead, here's how to go about removing bees from a chimney safely and effectively. Steps. 1. Learn about bees and chimneys. Understand that bees benefit from airflow and seldom nest in places that have little airflow, so the updraft found in walls and chimneys near your fireplace fits bee preferences perfectly. Understand, also, that a chimney is made up of an inner flue and an outer wall, and that there is usually a space or cavity between them that is an ideal home for bees. 2. Determine how and why the bees are getting in. You will achieve more success if you approach the problem through the bee's main entrance. Depending on your house construction, there are quite a few possibilities for bee entrances, so observe the bees carefully to find out where the bees are entering. Firstly, carefully examine the chimney weep holes. The bricks of the outer chimney wall should have weep holes that let out moisture build up in the chimney cavity. Look for the weep holes about knee-high, just above the damp course of bricks. Unless the house has weep hole vents or insect barriers, the bees have easy access to the chimney cavity through the weep holes, and you will often find that this is the main entrance for the feral bee colony. 3. Get rid of the bees with professional help. You can't achieve much by trying to extract old combs in the main flue or cavity until you get rid of the bees. The sensible way to do this is to get someone with a pesticide license to dust down the flue and cavity with permethrin powder. For a down the flue application, permethrin powder doesn't need to be applied with pressure. Sprinkling a cup full of powder down the flue will do the job. 4. Avoid the urge to light a fire. If your chimney houses a metal flue from a slow combustion stove, do not light a fire in the heater. Molten wax running down the chimney can catch fire like a blowtorch, and you could lose your house to fire. In this case, use permethrin dust to exterminate the bees. 5. Prevent bees from returning by changing the airflow. Whatever you do, increase airflow through the area the bees used to live. This will discourage further infestation, but will not deter scavenging of the honey by other colonies. If the top of the chimney had been previously capped with, perhaps, a concrete capping, it's best to lift the cap a bit so that bees can sense that the cavity is now repulsive. 6. Remove the honey. Let the natural scavenging activity by other colonies proceed. It's the easiest way to get honey in the chimney cleaned out. Once the honey is gone, the remnant wax will dry, becoming papery weak. 7. Remove the remaining wax. After any scavenging by other colonies, use a long hook or trowel on the end of a long handle to get rid of the rest of the wax. As far as possible, ensure that all remnants of the hive are removed. Tips. Hire a local pest controller who has bee expertise. Ask specifically about prior experience with bees before you hire. Your local council, Department of Agriculture, or supplier of pest control chemicals may be able to recommend pest controllers who have experience removing bees. Warnings. Not all pest controllers have knowledge about working with bees.